Hi guys, how are you guys doing today? Hello, queens, kings, and sexy royals in betweens. My name is Nix Marikuma. I am the owner of Marikuma Healing, where we do card readings with playing cards. I read personality through hands, and I offer counseling and advice. I also got to TED Talks, Dark Minds, and Butterflies, where we get any and all topics. It's basically a free for all, and we discuss a lot of different types of things. We will also be having some super groovy and cool guests on my lives, whether it is on YouTube or TikTok, because I don't have like 1,000 followers on Instagram, and I'm not sure if I'll ever do lives on Facebook. But I'll give it a fucking go in the future, most definitely. Anywho, another TED Talk that I have is Varar, which is short for Vent and Rhythm, Rhythm and Rhyme, where we talk about emotions, situations, and things through art, poetry, music, and good old fashioned communication. On top of those videos that I do, we also do a bunch of witchy vids. We talk about spiritual cleansing and how to heal and how to do protection salts and how to attract money. And this year we're going to be talking about relationships, how to attract. Okay, like here's the thing, how to manifest and attract a partner for you, the type of person you like to be with, and also how to get a healthy relationship instead of these like fucked up little mothers, that we have around here. Like, oh, well, they tell you everything they want to hear, but they do the talk, they don't do the walk, and all that jazz. Um, Other than that, we also do mental, emotional, physical disabilities, videos on how to handle that and how to go about it, and much, much more. At the end of the day, my business is all about you guys loving yourselves, healing, and being confident in who you are, loving each other, and supporting one another. Now, without further ado, we are going to be bringing back our monthly readings, and I'm reading what July has in store for the fire babies. Okay, so my Leos, Aries, and Sagittarius. Hi. Whether you have it in your zodiac sign, whether you have it in your birth chart, or you just have that very like magnetic, fiery, charismatic energy. Like, oh, I have bad bitch energy. Okay, boss level, high vibes, queen, king, sexy row in between energy. I am and always will be the main character. Now, the last part is a little bit silly, but you know what I mean. So, Aries, what is the month of July going to be bringing up for you guys? So we're stepping into our power and tapping into things that we're good at with creativity and charisma. Okay. Leo, what kind of energy are you bringing in for this month of July? New ideas. Okay. Saggy, strong belief, defense, and conviction. Mind you, I've done the one on TikTok live, and now I'm just doing this for Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and YouTube. If you guys are interested in having a reading with me, this is $20. My short readings are 6, my longer readings are 20. Please take advantage of my prices the way they are right now, because next year the short readings will be $20. The longer ones will be 35. I will still keep the prices for one hand being $6, two hands being 20. And for my counseling, I'll make it $12 a week instead of $6. It'll be $20 a month and 120 for, a year of counseling and advice from me. Again, the same thing goes for if you want a year worth of card readings, like anytime, any day, and you're like, man, I wanted just a whole year where you can just read my cards and I can just come to you and ask for advice on energy, situations, and things. Just have it, it's a nice thing and I like doing it. 120, I have Airtel, Zelle, and Vemo. Now, I previously have put down that I have PayPal, but PayPal is giving me like absolute problem. So those are my prices. Worry not, I will have them on the bottom of my videos and descriptions below. All right. What is this month teaching our fire babies? What's it all about? On TikTok, you guys were all about having to like be very open and honest about living your life, doing your own thing. And Sagis, y'all were going through fucking stress, carrying burdens, responsibility, and debt. So this month is really going to be teaching you guys not to do the most. This is a stress card, but it's a stress card for like I am doing this one and I'm over here and I'm trying to do everything at once and I have to do so many things and I'm bombarded and stressed out and exhausted and stretched way too thin. Um, yeah, that's what that card is. That's what this month is about. Shit. Hard work and reliability is what we are pursuing, so we're making sure that we go after things that make sense. We're not after this bullshit. All right, what are you guys overcoming? You're overcoming new relationships and connections with romance and friends. Okay. Bum 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 bum. Shit. What did you do? You guys' major accomplishment is obtaining resources and giving and receiving money, so things are going to be falling into place. But I think that's because you're working on things that make sense. And if we're going to do like new relationships and connections, we're making sure that it's not something that stresses us out, taps into our character code, allows us to be ourselves and be creative. At the same time, it's a good match. Whether it be relationships, through romance, friendship, work, what. Okay, as much as I love having my candle here, maybe having it a little ways is a bit better. My voice has been fucking messing with me, so I'm between sounding like this and sounding like this because my fucking voice. I don't know why. Anyways, we are avoiding time, energy, and effort. So attention to detail, focus, and practice is not what we're focusing on. Okay. This is what you guys want to do. But y'all know when we come back to that card, I'm gonna be kind of busting y'all's chops about it. Yet we are embracing letting go, okay? So I feel like if you're embracing old habits that are not good for you, let that go. If you want the new things to come into your life, let go of the old shit that no longer serves you. Make sure you're putting your time, energy, and effort into things that are new, things that are healthy, things that are good for you to be around and to be doing and pursuing. Because, like, what are we doing? What are we doing with our lives? We're just out here stressing our shit out. Your support is all about empathy and turning inward. Work on your stress. Because when you're dealing with empathy, you're shutting down, you're feeling hollow, empty, numb on the inside. You have no emotions or feelings, emotions, mind, your body is all numb. Okay, it is all done. And you're just kind of like, I'm over it. If you feel dead inside, you're going through empathy. Worry not, you are not a psychopath or a killer. You just don't want to have to be dealing with so much, like you've been dealing with so much shit that your body just shut down. It's now on autopilot and it's like, okay. Also be warned, guys, empathy is a sign of emotional and mental disabilities and problems. Okay, so talk to a doctor, talk to a counselor, talk to somebody about how you feel and what's happening in your life so that way it can be nipped in the bud and you don't end up hurting yourself. Empathy used to like really be a big problem for me, and I almost got myself really hurt because like I cared about my loved ones. I just didn't care about myself anymore. I was just over it. I was in survival mode for so long that I kind of forgot to ask for fucking help. I got better. Okay, I went to the doctor. I understood that I've been going through depression and anxiety because of, again, I do glaucoma videos. I have secondary glaucoma. It was fucking heavy. I've learned how to handle it a lot better. And, now I'm in a good place. But back then, yikes, man, it was fucking heavy. Between witchcraft and actually having people to talk to and help, it really helped me heal a lot of shit. So, I think you guys are finally learning how to like let go. Now, let's get into your readings, okay? Yeah. So, Aries, we're all about stepping into our power, tapping into our gifts with creativity and charisma. So, creativity, just because I have one problem doesn't mean I only have one solution. I can have many solutions for one problem, and one solution can solve many problems. Okay? If you think like that, you'll be able to overcome a lot of obstacles and shit in your life. Now, with charisma, it's just charm. My personality really draws people in. I ain't gonna look this sexy forever, guys. You know what I mean? Just gonna come and hear that part. What the hell is she talking about? Something I thought I was about to say is just beautiful, sexy face before you. This elegant queen. Nah, man, my personality is super dope. I just have a really cool personality. I can get along with a lot of people. I'm mutable. I'm a fucking Virgo. I'm a mutable sign. So, I can get well with a lot of fucking people. I can't get well with the stupid people, but you cannot save the stupid people. The stupid people are always going to be around. Anywho, that's what people like, and that's how people come to me because of my personality. They may come to you because you're loving, or you're kind, or you're funny, or you're sweet, or you're giving, or you just know how to like encourage people. You all have fucking gifts. Let no motherfucker come to you, Aries, and be like, oh, well, only certain type of people have charisma. So I know it's a weird ass fucking voice, but I was being sarcastic. That's what they sound like to me when somebody's like out there talking about bullshit and they're like judgy because they're jealous, you know what I mean? They're jelly and they're like, well, you can't go over there and have this because only certain people have this. I'm like, shut up, Tabitha. Mind you, there's no Tabitha that I know, and if your name is Tabitha, I have no beef with you. I'm sorry. But some people are just stupid. Tap into your gifts, tap into the things that you're really good at, and just, embrace it. Because if you go with things that you like to do, you'll be able to attract a lot of good stuff coming in. Because, like, okay, I like doing this, I am pursuing this as a career, and I'm able to get this shit done because I'm in my element. I'm fucking, I'm vibing right now. I'm in my element. I'm in my power. I'm in my rights. Now, Leo is all about new ideas. And I think for you guys coming with that, you're coming up with new ideas on handling your stress. You're learning about letting go of the past and using it as an example. Like, okay, just because I went through this in my past does not mean that I'm going to repeat the shit. I learned from it. Now I can evolve. I can go after new opportunities. I'm letting go of old shit. I'm focusing on getting that money, getting those bangs. Let's go, bro. And also making sure that maybe you guys want to have a new relationship or connection. Okay. Like you do you, boo. Ain't nobody gonna be stopping you. Shit. All right, Sagis, you guys are represented with well, la 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 la. Yeah, strong belief, defense, and convictions. I had a millennial moment, man. Kind of like the millennial pause. I'm calling it a millennial moment. We're just, hashtag that, right? Fucking millennial pause my ass. It's a moment. It's a moment where you just go over there and you have to reboot yourself. Um, we're not like the younger models, I guess. Anywho, strong belief, defense, and conviction. Tap into your character code. Not everybody's gonna believe what you believe and see what you see. That is not your like. Here's the thing. None of you guys are responsible for trying to get people to believe you. If they don't want to believe you and they don't want to understand you, that's their problem, not yours. At least you gave it a try and you're doing your best at the end of the day. All right, that's the first thing. The second thing is that not everybody is going to see your point. For example, I don't believe you should judge people by their colors. I don't think you should judge somebody with their religion and their sexuality and their political viewpoints unless you are part of the orange regime. Then, maybe you just need to step outside, touch some grass, and maybe just do some self reflection, man. Regime, that's what you know? That's what you want. I can't stop you, but like we live in such a fucking judgmental world. You know what I mean? Like, how dare you come over there, judge somebody, and you don't even know, you didn't even like look for their personality. As long as you're not hurting children, animals, yourself, and other people, we'll get along just fucking fine. Okay? But if it's all like that nonsense and jazz and just being a fucking bigot and a homophobe or whatever the fuck, I don't have time for that shit, man. I don't have the patience for it anymore. Like the older I get, I understand older generations and people that are in like maybe their 40s and late 30s and 50s because I'm like, you just get tired. You get fucking tired of people's shit. Like, okay, so you get easy to walk away from things that don't make sense. If it doesn't align with your character code and your morals, bye. Always leave room to be open minded because, again, you can always learn new things, but like, you don't have to shrink yourself in what you believe for another person to be happy, is all I'm saying. Again, like I said, fire signs, we are going after things that make sense. We are going to make sure that we're getting opportunities to fall in place. And if you guys are overcoming new relationships and connections, we're actually going after it that makes sense for us. In order for us to get the new opportunities that are coming in, we need to let go of old shit that are getting in our way. We need to make sure we put our time, energy, and effort in letting go of the past and letting it be a lesson, not a whole lifestyle, and being able to get into a better place emotionally and mentally so that way we can go after the new things that are on the way for this month, right? Like this month is like, hey, you need to work on your stress a little bit, let go of the past, learn that it was a lesson, and let's go after stuff that makes sense for us. We already went through the lesson. Let's get the motherfucking blessing, bitches. Let's go, vamos. You know, like why are we waiting? But yeah, that's what I have for my fire babies. Again, if you guys are interested in a monthly reading, it is going to be $20. If you want one that's like really, because normally when I'm doing my card readings for you guys, I I get into the details and I go into like why the energy may be that way. But yeah, all right. So I have Airtel, PayPal. PayPal doesn't work. Please ignore the PayPal one, but I have Airtel, Zelle, and I have Vemo for my forms of payments. It's $20 for the monthly readings, and you guys are welcome to message me on Instagram. Okay, Facebook is kind of giving me problem, but I have TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook as well as TikTok. I again, all of my social media is on the description below. And I hope you guys slay the day, be happy and be gay and stay safe. All right. Bye.